Hey, this is Kyle, and today we're going to go to the Quarry Wine Garden in New Melly, Missouri. Which is outside St. Louis area, maybe closer to St. Charles area. And we're going to hear my original song, Under Your Feet.
Reached out to a friend, wanna hear some words. We'll pull out all this loneliness. You said, and you said, and you said that you got no one. I said I got you. I said don't cry. I said don't cry, don't cry. I'll probably be the concrete under your feet. Under your feet.
Thank you.
Then I mean, won't take what I say. Have faith with my sincerity. I didn't know how I meant what I said. Or if you could trust me. Life chasing me, chasing dreams, chasing dreams I think I'm in. I said I got you. I said don't cry. I said I got you. I've got you. I said don't cry. Don't cry. I'll probably be the concrete under your feet. Under your feet. Since that day, I always had someone there for you. Some stronger than belief. Perhaps it's on a scale of religion. Something inside me, only beats for you, only for you. Time will tell, time will tell, time will tell just how good this love is. I said I got you. I said don't cry. I said I got you. I got you. I said don't cry. Don't cry. I'll probably go. I'm crying under your feet. Under your feet now.
In the spring of 2015, I wrote the song Under Your Feet. And then on 2016, released on my album Diffused. And when I wrote the song, the idea for it lyrically comes from someone talking and trying to reassure a friend, hey, I will always be there for you. I will be the concrete under your feet. That's a really cool message. That's something that you can tell somebody and try to give them some sort of visual, some sort of idea to have in their mind to have some assurance, to have some stability. And there was a lot of richness to that. So when I wrote the song, I was thinking of someone having a bad day, someone feeling completely alone. I wanted that chorus to really be the, solidifying message of the whole thing lyrically. Musically, a lot of it comes from Stevie Wonder. That spring, I was listening to a lot of Stevie as I was heading to bed, and as a musician, hearing other musicians, it's entertaining in a different level. You can hear a song, dance along, or whatever you enjoy, the feeling it gives you and things like that. But if you know how music is put together, some musicians, there's a different layer of enjoyment and kind of fun analysis, thinking about how they put their music together, because you can learn from it. And it's kind of like if you like listening to a poet or a comic, someone that tells stories, and you try to do some of those things yourself, you enjoy and analyze those people as an audience member, so you can try to pick up some of those things yourself. A couple interesting performance notes about this song is on YouTube, I have a video of me playing this song in Springfield, Missouri at one of their festivals. I think it was the Cider Days Festival in the summer or fall of 2019. And that was pretty cool because I was on the main stage and I got a video of that, and I'll try to put it in the comments or somewhere on this video, however YouTubers are supposed to interlink their content like that. And also a few years ago, I was in Wichita, and it was the first time I played in Wichita, and I forget the name of the venue, but there was a person there taking photographs and things, and in between songs she came out and asked if it was okay if she videoed me, and I was thinking, well, sure, because that's part of the point as a songwriter, to go to other states, have people notice you and things like that. So she took some video, and then when I had a set break, I went and talked to her, and her name is Shantaray, and she's really cool, does a lot of media work in Wichita. And she took a video of me playing Under Your Feet too, and it was really cool because I just ripped a big massive guitar solo in the middle of the song, and it was, epic. And it's a Facebook video, and if you check my Facebook page or search for it, you might be able to find it. Actually, it's on my electronic press kit page, so I'll put a link to that in the description too. When I perform live, this is what my screen looks like. A lot of times you'll see a picture of me performing or video or whatever, and see what looks like a laptop. It's actually a Chromebook hanging on my mic stand. And this is something I programmed myself. It has my lyrics and everything. So I'm going to use this to talk about the lyrics to this song. Over to the left are some other original songs. Back to Under Your Feet, the first verse, I was trying to think of the idea of a story for the song. So I usually take an idea. Most of my songs start with a chorus idea. And I already mentioned the concrete under your feet. So I was trying to think of how can I introduce that story, have an essential problem, and lead to that chorus where that chorus starts to make more sense. And then how can I continue that story? So in the first verse is one of those days I was trying to start off painting a picture of someone having a bad day. They're by themselves, they're just feeling all kinds of loneliness. And then they're thinking of talking to a friend. And then that leads to the chorus and someone saying, I got you, don't cry, I'll forever be the concrete under your feet. And that whole idea of having something solid to rely on, especially if you've ever had those feelings of being lonely, feeling like no one on this planet will ever care about you. Having something solid for your feet to ground you is a very good description of trying to get out of that feeling. Moving to the second verse, I wanted to focus on the actual message of saying the concrete under your feet. and focus on the words. And sometimes when you're lonely or you're not having a good day, you hear someone say that, and of course you're going to doubt it. You're not sure if you can trust them. You're not sure if you can believe what it is they're saying. And the idea of chasing the dream, is it real that I can get out of this funk? Is it real that someone actually is going to mean what they're saying to me? I like that idea of chasing dreams, and I think you found me. So making some sort of connection, getting out of this dream world, getting into a real place, getting into something that's concrete. And you can see that there's a lot of, maybe my English degree is poking through the surface a little bit of these lyrics, but you can see that there's some poetry going on there, at least some attempts at poetry. So then at this point, the chorus, the second time through, has a little bit more depth to it. Moving to verse 3, you have since that day, you have some solidity. And what that really means. And sometimes as people, the number one thing that makes our lives really, really feel like they matter are the connections that we have with people. And I wanted to get into that aspect of it. So something stronger than belief, perhaps on a scale of religion. That's a really deep comment to me. And I was trying to go big here. I was trying to go, what is something that matters more than things that normally matter? So I was trying to go big with that line. The idea that there's something inside of me that only beats for you. You know, maybe there's some romance. Everybody likes a love song, so I didn't want to deny that part. But I wasn't necessarily feeling like this was a love song. You know, there's some aspects you can interpret as love with this song. But the idea of really trying to help someone get out of a bad place. That's the main idea I wanted to explore with this song. And then the last line of the third verse, time will tell just how good this love will be. And of course, there it is, kind of obvious, but I can love my friends. I can love my wife. I can love people in my life in different ways. Love doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic love. But again, everybody likes a love song, so that kind of adds some extra dimension. And then you got the final chorus. I'm going to explore some of the musical ideas in the song Under Your Feet. And sorry, my head is cut off and you get the talking facial hair going on. But there are three main musical pieces in this song. There is the intro verse, which are very similar. There's the chorus, and then there's a break, post-chorus, kind of outro section. Mentioning the Stevie Wonder influence, at this time I wanted the song to be very, very funky, and I wanted to write songs with some energy, some songs where people could dance and things like that. So to start off the song, I have this riff, and like I mentioned, Stevie Wonder, you're going to hear some obvious funky influence here. So from there, I take that musical idea and move it into the verse. Now, musicians will probably notice, like, oh, hey, that's kind of the same thing, but non-musicians will think, dude, you are playing a whole lot less notes. True, but musically, I'm still essentially doing the same kind of thing. I'm doing a G chord and a C chord. As I play the song, though, I wanted a lot less musically going on so I could add the verse part. So during the verse, the guitar changes. Instead of having so many notes, it has a lot less. So then as I'm singing, there's less musical distraction, and it reinforces the funk. Moving from the verse to the chorus, I have a chromatic line that goes. What that does is let the listener know, hey, there's some excitement building up, there's some energy, we're going to get this payoff, or, you know, something's going to happen. Which, as a songwriter, trying to write songs that are exciting, that make people want to dance, that's often a goal. And with the chorus, you have the big lyrical payoff, you're getting to the point of the song. It seemed like a good way musically to lead up to something bigger, something that demands a little bit more attention. So the chorus is... and has has that chromatic lead in partway through again. The chorus ends in a similar way, and then goes into the post-chorus break. The idea with the post-chorus break is I could expand the chorus, repeat that idea under your feet, which is the title of the song, and give a little bit more, almost a hook quality, not quite a hook quality, but give the idea of, I want the listener, after they hear the song, to go under your feet, and get that idea, sing it in a way, and have a little bit of repetition to make the song stick. Hey, thanks for hanging out and watching my performance of Under Your Feet, and listen to me talk about the lyrical and musical idea of the song. The first week of every month for the rest of the year, I'm going to have some new music released. Then the third week of the month for the rest of the year, I'm going to have original songs like this, where I play a song, talk about the story, and some things like that. As always, if you see something creative online, hit the like button, subscribe, follow, comment, do all those things, and really help people trying to make this world beautiful and fun and creative. Give us some support, so we really appreciate it. So, see you next time.